Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? So I finished building the wall down through here, and I actually ran out of wall. I didn't bring enough with me, so I've just got a little bit of a loop round there, but that's alright. Well, I'll come back and do that another time. Before I go anywhere else, I wanted to set up another radar and put it over here, because if you have a look at the map, it just sort of does it in squares. I actually went up round there previously. I think I did that off camera, I can't remember. But anyway, I did go up round there. Right, what do we get next? Railway is something that I do want to do, but I'm not going to do the railway just yet. I think what we want to do is pick up a few of these. Oh, right, yeah, let's go for the extra followers, because you need the combat robotics to pick that one up. So it's 150 of each of those. Let's drop that in there. And, right. What was I going to do? Oh, yes, there was something. Yes, I've made the radar. I'm going to drop that one down right there so that it'll start uncovering more of the map over this way, which I think would be quite handy. And I'll probably stick another radar down here somewhere as well in the future. We've got incoming attacks, but we don't need to concern ourselves with those. And then we've got this massive, great big distance that we've got to cover. We've got some shortages. We've got some serious shortages back at the base, by the way. But what I did was I made a car. These things are brilliant. Require 8 engines, I think it was. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 8 engine units and then just 5 steel and 20 iron. So they are quite cheap. They're not very strong. You run into a couple trees and they will die. Oh, by the way, you don't press... If I don't press the sideways buttons to move forward here, I've got to press the up. I've got to press W in order to move forward. So it's... If you're not used to sort of steering like that, it can take a bit of getting used to. But this thing is so much faster than running. At least until we get some exoskeletons. Once you get the exoskeletons, they are faster still. Okay, and you press enter to hop in and out. But I think I said that when we did the tank. So that bit aside. Now we're running a bit low on iron ore. Let's just make sure that our electricity supply is all good. Thus, everything's good there. We've got the steam engines and the solar panels. They're producing quite nicely as well. And stocking up the accumulators. We've got quite a shortage of iron ore coming in through here. We've also now got no copper at all coming in. Well, a little tiny bit, because I set this one filling up this chest. So I got 1,000 in there. I'm going to have to get rid of that one temporarily so that we can let the copper just do its thing up there. But the main reason that one is so slow is because we're running out up here. I've got plenty up here, and it's coming into this sort of section around here, but I don't have any moving down. So what I'm going to make is a splitter. If I craft one of those a minute, and then as soon as we've got the splitter, we can drop that in. Now, splitters are brilliant. You can use them. I could use a splitter on here and then put the 2 belts back in together, and it would basically fill up both sides. Or you can plonk one down in here. I'm going to remove that bit of belt right there, and then get the splitter. There it is. And we'll drop it in here, make sure it's going the right way, like that. And that will start feeding it into both sides. So now if I drop this out of here, and we can actually just run that straight down like that. That'll feed into that side, feed down here, and then this is going to feed all 4 furnaces. So it'll get some more stuff moving back down over to this side. Also, I think while we're here, we could... That's an electric furnace there. Don't really want to use electric furnaces at the moment because we're just not producing enough electricity. Yeah, that's a tough call, that is. I think we'll wait. I think we'll just leave those. I don't want to make loads of steel furnaces because you can't get rid of them at the moment. There's no way to deconstruct. Ooh, we have another issue over here. In that one is dropping them on the wrong side of our belt. We don't want them to go there. So what I'm going to have to do with this one is... rotate that like that. Let's just move out a tiny fraction. Then over and again. Remember, you can't just drop it straight down or it will just loop the belt round, and that won't work. So what you need to do is come over one more and then down, and that will feed it in onto the correct side. So before that goes any further, I'm just going to pick up those engines. I'll use those for my own personal consumption. And how many have we got? Alright, I've got 9 engines carting around me. I've got loads of coal. I don't really need that much coal. Everything's running quite nicely here at the moment. We got mountains of engines down here anyway. This is where it started to fill up previously. Oh, right. So we do have a bit of a blockage here now. Because we got so many engines on the wrong side of the track down here, what it means is that they've sort of ground to a halt. There's nothing being made here. We've got 320 engines in here now, which is lots. So I can take those 50. I can only make 5. Why can I only make 5? Oh, I don't have enough iron plates. Right, well, let's just gather up this lot on here. I want to pick up the engine units that are on the wrong side down here. That's going to drop down. Pick that one up. We'll let that carry on now. We're going to need to come back and clear that through. This is what happens if you make a tiny mistake like that and put the things on the wrong sides of the track, and it can have quite serious repercussions, especially if you don't realise for quite a long time. It can take ages to figure out where it is that exactly you've gone wrong. So I'm just going to take a couple hundred of those there. I'm going to make some more construction robots. Only 5. Why can I only make 5? Oh, we need batteries. Because the flying robot frames, those are the things that take a while to build. And if you have a look here, they need 2 batteries, electric engine unit, steel plate, 3 electronic circuit. It's the batteries that are the choke point. And I don't really have a lot of batteries, and these things take forever to craft. So I'm just going to craft those 5 so that we've got a couple of extra construction bots there. I'm wondering if we can change this around a bit. You know what? We'll leave that. We're going to go on and do what I said. I know I said I would, and then I haven't done it yet. We're going to go. We need to get more iron. That's what we need. Before we do anything else, we need more iron. Then I'm going to concentrate on getting robot support over this entire area. So I can take that mining drill, and this one down here. Right, there's those mining drills there. Let's run out, and now where have I got iron ore? I got iron ore coming up through there. I got 3 separate tracks of iron ore moving out of that area there. It might be better if we try to consolidate that at some point. Now this is the iron ore patch over here, and I'm going to put some lights down as well. Let's get some light here so that we can see what we're doing. If I drop one over there and I drop one there, just for a minute, I have 8 mining drills at the moment. I'm going to... Now the way I do it is I move over as far as I can. 1, 2, that's going to need to go there. Put it in that way. Now you've got to make sure that you get a gap of 2. It can be difficult to see the edge of the mining drill. Another gap of 2, so that one is there. Rotate round, and then you want a gap of 2. So now I can line them up in a precise grid. And the reason I'm doing it like this at the moment is because what I would like to do in the future is make a blueprint of this so that I can dump it down onto the next area. 5, 10. That'll do for a second. Make 10 of those. And then while we're waiting for that, I'm going to start running the belts through. Now, the way that I do this is I put a belt up to there, along to the middle here, and then stop. And rotate that one, put one there and one there, and now I'm out of belts. I need to go and get belts. There's some belts and a few extra mining drills as well that have been crafted. So let's just drop these in along here, and one more there. Now, what I do with this bit is we're going to want to take it out the top and over, so I'll run this one like that, and temporarily no, I don't want to do that. Let's just use the bots. Let's get rid of those 3 poles. 1, 2, 3, like that. Those bots are so cool. And that light is now in the way as well, so let's just remove that one. Now this one will go north, south rather. Get my directions right. There, and there, and because we got it positioned correctly, we have encompassed all of the ore. Unfortunately, we only need to come down for that far. We don't need to go any further. I've got a log there in the way. Grab that one out of the way. Pick that one up, and then I got one last tiny bit of ore there. That is all of the ore. Nicely picked up. So I'll do the same pattern here with this one. Run it through here, and then rotate, drop that one there and there, here, and then back over this way, and there, and then this one will run straight down through here. Ooh, right. Next, automation thing that I want. I'm not going to do railway just yet. No. Really, these logistics robots, we do want those to start getting better. Character logistics slots, we got some extras. Here, we need alien artifacts to be able to upgrade any further. We have got some now, and we will start crafting those soon. Right, follower robot count. I'm going to increase that one. Increases it by 1. Doesn't actually say how many you can have, but we will start increasing those. And now I want to, now I've got the belts over there, I want to start putting down just a few of these, and I'm going to put them down into a grid. I'm going to use more than I absolutely need, purely because I'm going to make this as a blueprint, and then I can always remove some if I want to. Drop that one there and there, like that. Then I'm also going to put some lights in it, because it's always good to be able to see what you're doing. So I'll drop 1, 2, 3, 4, put 1 there, 5, 6 lights, and 1 in the middle as well. Right, now every single exit point on the drills is now covered by a conveyor belt, and if I just nip up here and put the last couple of conveyor belts out like that, I will now craft this into a blueprint. That blueprint there, I'm going to keep that one because we will be using it. So let me just make a new blueprint, come over here, and then I want to encompass it all and select. Right, I'm just double checking now that that is everything that we want. We've got the lights, so we've got 7 lights in there, 9 poles, 16 mining drills, and 52 transport belts. So we'll craft that into a blueprint, excellent, and then we can join up the power. Just knock that in there. Now everything, suddenly they've all started moving, and they're all starting to put iron ore onto the belts, and that should run nice and even. Now the next thing that you can do is you can actually you can make it with the fast conveyor belts, and that will bring it through a lot quicker, and you can also squeeze a lot more stuff in together if you do it that way. But at the moment we don't have the fast transport belts because they are quite difficult to get going. The next thing we need to decide, do we rip out all of our furnace systems, bring them all over here and join all of the ore that's coming out of here as well, put it all together, so all of these furnaces here, take them out as well, and start it again. What I'm thinking is that we'll remove this set of furnaces here, because this just feeds this one belt down here, and I can change that later on. So if I remove those first, I'll do like that, and down to there, like that. That'll pick those up. That's all of them. Up through. Okay, that's removed those belts. So now what we've got to do, the next things we want to get some iron ore fed down there. Or not iron, some iron plates. That's the follower count. I'm going to increase the follower count again. Follower robot count. That's only 100 packs each, so that's still quite cheap. And I can remove these guns. I don't have a lot of space left, but if I remove these, we'll then have room to start putting out our big system. Now what I like to do, hang on, where are we? I want electric furnaces ideally. I want to be able to make some more of those. I don't have enough steel plates on me. I got 5 electric furnaces at the moment, which I will put down. Now what I like to do is I like to set out, I'll put 3 there, and I'll put 2 there. And the way I set them out is like this, and then you can have a great big long line of them, and if you have fast conveyor belt going up through the middle, you can put 15 up each side, and you produce a massive amount of iron plates. It really does help everything run smoothly. And before we can do any more, I need to make 10 of those, and I also need to make a couple of other bits. I'm just very quickly going to put this together, and then we're going to have to call it a day for this episode. That iron ore is going to carry on up through there. That will actually help feed everything further up a bit better, because that was starting to run out. And the first thing that we'll do is we'll feed our iron plates into here, and then we can start splitting them out to feed the other areas. Let me just drop down our fast inserters. 1, 2, 3, and then come through here. 1, 2, 3, and then rotate them round, and I'll put them exactly the same over this side, there and there. And then what we do is we take a belt and run one up that side, one run up that side, and then bring in the power. So I always drop the power. I put a power pole in here, power pole in here, out to that side, there, another one down there. Right, that started to feed everything out. If I've got any underpasses, I don't at the moment. I'll make 2 underpasses because I don't think I'm going to get between those 2 belts with 1 underpass. Where are they? They're up here. Up there. No. Can't quite make it. I'll tell you what we could do is we just adjust that belt so that it will fit round. So if I drop that like that, and then take the belt here, like that. It's always better to try and get the belt to go the other way. Like that. There. Remove that one. Remove that one. Put that there. Right, that's now going to go around, so I only need the 1 underpass. And I can now feed this belt here, here, and here. And then I can bring it over a couple down here. Have I got enough? I hope I got another stack. Yeah, I do. I've got another 40. Right. So that is now feeding the iron down through exactly where it was the last time. And we've got 3 furnaces working on that. They've got an unlimited supply of iron ore at the moment. Next episode we will try to expand it in here a little bit further. The batteries, we also need to try and get some iron coming into these batteries, although this is now going to make a difference because we've got this extra ore now that is flowing up here instead of being bypassed down here. It means it should help it run a little bit smoother, so we can still use this ore here. Ideally what I'd like to do is to be able to take out these furnaces up here and put everything down here, so I just feed iron into the system and we don't have to worry about spreading ore out across the rest of the map. It makes the whole thing a lot more efficient. So yeah, we'll carry on working on that next time. But until then, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please head down below and give us a like. That would be great. And if you really enjoyed it, then get your friends to watch me as well. That would be awesome. But again, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.